Thanks. As I tell the players and preach to the players all the time, we're always going to respect and enjoy and appreciate any victory. Certainly one where, you won by quite a bit. And so we will, take the good from this. And certainly there's a lot that we did good. And I don't want to dwell on the negative, but it feels like that's what's coming out of my mouth right now. So very aggravated at a lot of things. And, it's without giving excuses either. It's like it was one of those games that was very odd the way it flew, was flowing, with a defensive score, a kick return, and then, a quick possession at the end of the half. We just offensively, it was hard to get in a rhythm. And then defensively, again, we were aggravated at times. We knew that. I always talk about it. Everybody doesn't believe me, but they have good concepts. They're very well coached. They're good. They're getting some plays on us and extending drives, and give them credit. Give them all the credit for that. They're very. I'm not just giving lip service when I talk about the respect I have for them, the concepts and the schemes and the way they coach. And so they were extending some drives, and with all that, we just, we're getting out of rhythm offensively, and it just gets aggravating. At the end there, we normally would never try to run plays there, but we had so few plays, because of all the things I just talked about, that we just need to get better. We need to improve. And so we're out there running a few plays at the end and try to just hand it off and get out of the game there at the end, and he breaks one off. And quite honestly, they deserve better than that. We didn't deserve the score there. We hadn't been playing very good offensively, the whole second half. So, but great individual effort there and good run. So, as I told the team, we're going to get a lot better between week 1 and week 2. Everybody talks about that's the most improvement you make each year, and I hope that's the case this week. I know we're going to go to work and look to improve and look to build off the good things we did, and the areas where we fell short, we've got to address them and get better. I will say that things I had talked about and you guys have witnessed, with special teams have improved, and that's a very big positive. I think we had one snap that was a touch high, but other than that, everything was smooth, very good kicks, and the kickoff return, the punt game was good, kickoffs were strong, so overall very improved with that unit, and I still think we have a good football team. We just got a lot to work on.
Can you attribute any of the offense's struggles to one thing, or was it a kind of calamity of errors?
I think there was, you name it. Early, there was a simple twist. Communication with the offensive line. Later, we have one drive where the receiver and the quarterback are not on the same page, with a route. I think everybody was a bit anxious. No, it's hard to put my finger on any one area. I thought at times the O-line was definitely much improved and gave protection and were more physical, and we made some physical good runs at times when we needed it, and that's an improvement maybe over a year ago. And at times the defense was very firm. We went through stretches where we firmed up and got some big stops, and then there were times later when it just felt ugly.
How do you feel about Devin Leary's play today?
Devin will improve a great deal. You can see the talent that he has in there. It's not always on the quarterback. As we talked about, it's protections, it's being on the same page, it's executing, and we need to clean up, some things. And Devin will improve. He's a heck of a football player. We just we all got to do a better job.
Mark, Thursday defense, Ball State having 20 more plays, offensive plays than you guys. But yet it seems like they didn't take advantage of that point. So what does it say about your defense?
Well, we didn't play great defense today at times. We had long drives, but again, without making an excuse, part of that is you get a kick return and a fumble return. You got to go right back on the field. Those are more possessions. And then we got another one at the end of the half where we should have had a touchdown, but offensively, unfortunately, we went 3 and out and kicked it, and then went right back out there again. So, there's really about some possessions that extra possessions were, I guess for a good reason though. The 2 touchdowns gives them 2 extra possessions.
Thursday, you were really eager to see Trevor Wallace just kind of cut it loose and do it. Is this what you anticipated?
Yeah, it seemed like that to me. How many tackles did he have? 12. Yeah, he's sideline to sideline. Really, he's really explosive, really good player. He missed the back on that 1 3rd down. He leaked. He got dirty eyes, and they came back to it and converted late. That's the one that got him down there. So.
You dwell on some of the misses, but your defensive line did get 3 sacks, 8 tackles for loss, was really in the backfield a lot today.
Yeah, I agree. At times there, we felt like, for a little stretch there where we were playing pretty good on both sides, and they were disruptive, and I didn't realize it was that many because, again, I'm in that moment and I'm dwelling on the drives that they had and the 3rd down conversions, but there's certainly some good things, and again, I appreciate our team because I think that they want to be much better than this, and we want to continue to improve.
Mark, it may be stating the obvious, but why do teams typically improve the most from week 1 to week 2? Does it matter simply?
Well, I mean, let's hope that comes true for us because that's what we're aiming to do. But we play so much against our offense. Guys can anticipate things, even if they dress it up, do it different ways and all that. It's just like, early out there, I think, I hate to throw a guy under the bus, but, one of our outside guys, got beat on a boot. We've seen 35,000 boots. Our offense boots very well, and they can't even come close to getting one, in practice, because we see it, we feel it, we anticipate it, and then we go play a new team and a boot's wide open by 20 yards, and it's like we have never seen a boot. It just drives me up a wall. And I think it's just things like that, just seeing new people, at really live speed, and they're very anxious. We've been ready for, to play for a while. And, everybody's really amped up and anxious. And even early, even the wind, our guys are in great shape. But I could tell just game speed, just getting their composure and getting their legs up underneath them. So I hope, those are some areas where we'll improve. Just calm down, settle down, execute, play the game.
Mark, do you have an update on Kennan yet?
No, I don't. So.
Mark, Jalen Geiger obviously missed almost all of last season, 69-yard touchdown return his first game back. What you make of that play, and then the hit by a bar to keep away from the target?
Yeah, we got fortunate on the non-target call because he did, he hit the shoulder. He's got to watch that, and he did. I will say it looked like he was trying to slide the head across, which is good. But with Jalen getting the ball and getting in the end zone was a big deal at that time, and get the momentum and just talking about that. I mentioned to you all, I think, in Monday's press conference, sometimes before with long drives early. So I wanted to intentionally take the ball, be aggressive, get the ball down the field. We did get a good drive. Unfortunately, we settled for 3, but I think everybody enjoyed seeing the field goal kicker kick it through the uprights, right? So 3 probably felt like 7 on the opening possession of the season for us. So that was a good thing. And, I wanted to get the crowd into it instead of deflating with a long drive. And thanks to the big crowd on a holiday weekend at noon, this is always a tough weekend, and I thought our fans were great, and we gave them some opportunities to really enjoy it and get going, and I wish we could have played cleaner and had that energy the whole day, but they were fantastic. We just need to do a better job.
Mark,
And,
back to what you said about
You mentioned special teams and kicking a couple times. I don't think you talked about Barryon's 99-yard touchdown yet, though.
I did not, did I? Yeah, because Barryon was, again, he's one of those guys who works so hard. He's ready to go, and he wants that ball. He wants to go score, and so that was good for him and good for us because our group has really worked hard as a group. So he got some good blocking and some great effort, I'm sure there. Great individual effort by him. And, just overall, I think just the team has worked hard at all phases. It's not just snapping, holding, kicking, but the blocks for that. And, we were just solid across the board, it looked to me, today in special teams.
Coach, going back to that play with Alex Safari, when Geiger was coming into the end zone, seemed pretty happy going back after being injured. So what's it mean for a guy like that when they have been injured like that for so long?
Well, it means an awful lot, and, as my kids get older, I have a son that's a junior in high school, and he works really hard. He works all year long, and it makes me maybe slow down and have a greater appreciation, for our players. I always do, and, I've been injured before as a player, but, it's so much of the next man mentality, individually for our players. I can't thank them enough, for what they go through, because they dedicate, to them, it feels like it's the most important thing in their life, and they do pour into that. And then, a guy like Kenneth, first game, he gets hurt. Let's hope it's not, serious. My son, got hurt in his opener in a high school game, and for Jalen to be out almost an entire year and then to come back in the first game and score, good for him. He deserves it. He's worked really hard, and, so I'm really happy for him.
To replace Chris Rodriguez, but Ray Davis really stepped up. He seemed
Yeah.
like a workhorse back there.
Yeah, he really did. I thought he had some really impressive runs, and not always the longer ones, but I thought, just he gave us a nice dimension, of they had some guys dropping down the hole, and they're physical, and they got guys in position. They made a couple miss, and just getting those extra 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 yards sometimes is a big deal. We know he's physical and tough and has good vision, but he also can make people miss.
What do you think of Oxen's play? I don't think I really haven't seen him, but early on.
It's hard for me to tell with the guys up front, because, and again, I hate to dwell on the negative, but sometimes I want to see guys finish. I want to see them finish plays. And I thought at times our D-line did, with the numbers that you just told me. Obviously they did, but I thought there were times when we didn't finish in the backfield, on some things. And it wasn't just D-line. I mean, it could be other guys pressuring off the edge and some things where I thought we could have got some people down. Go ahead.
You talked about the biggest improvement being between week 1 and 2. So, with your squad, what area would you like to see the biggest improvement take place? Offense, defense, special teams, your DBs, your linebackers, any particular?
Well, I'm not, I think what I'm going to say here. I mean, obviously, as a unit, the areas that we've done good, let's build on that. So some special teams, I thought today were special. Let's continue to do that and make the routine look routine. Don't take anything for granted. Build on all the good things we're doing. We need to be clean. At times, offensively, we were very efficient, very explosive. We had explosive plays. We got the ball down the field. I thought we were physical at times. When everybody knew we were going to run it, we were able to run it for 2, 3, 4 yards and convert and get in the end zone. I thought that was really good to see. I thought our protection was really solid at times. And then there were some basics. There was a simple twist that we didn't pass off that, we got to improve on that. That's routine, and defensively the same thing. I thought we had a chance to get off on some third downs. We had a chance to finish, as I just mentioned. We had competitive one-on-one plays that we didn't win, that we better win. We need to learn to make those plays. There's a lot of areas that we will improve on.
Does it say something about your expectations for this team that you win by 30, but you don't seem to be real happy with the way you played overall?
I do, and I started that with the team because I have to practice what I preach. I told them always to be respectful and appreciate a victory. I don't care if it's by 1 point, 30 points, whatever. A victory is a victory, and they work hard. The players work hard. They deserve that, and enjoy that. If we don't enjoy that, then we all got a problem, right? But I probably got a problem tonight. But we got to enjoy the good, and and I started with that with the players because I really do appreciate. They've really been good. I've not been lying to you when I said I like their approach. I like to do it. I told them I need to do a better job because some of that we got to button up. We got to get better. We got to be smoother. At least that's how it feels, man. It just gets frustrating sometimes when you walk off the field and, and they get some things that just stick in your head. But, we will go to work. I know that. And this group will be good. And I like their attitude.
John Hale, last
One, how did you feel about Jagger's snapping? It seemed like maybe that was a little bit of an issue at times, but it's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell. Jagger, he's got a lot on his plate, with snapping and then doing his assignment, and so, it's tough, and that's his first time doing it, and he is going to be a really good player, and there were some moments that were tough for him today, and he'll improve, and the experience helps.
Sorry.
Okay. Thank you all. That's good.
Folks,
Thanks.
got players, assistant coaches.